We welcome you and look forward to hearing your comments and feedback. My name is Tammy Abernathy, and I have the honor of introducing you to Mr. James Bergeron.
On behalf of Secretary Linda McMahon, I am pleased to welcome you to this public hearing on negotiated rulemaking for the Department of Education. This is the second public hearing that we're convening to gather comments on potential topics regarding regulations that govern Title IV programs as authorized under Title IV of the Higher Education Act of 1965 as amended.
Nicholas Hartlep.
Hi, my name is Dr. Nicholas D. Hartlep. I hold the Charles Billings Endowed Chair in Education and chair the Education Studies Department at Berea College in Berea, Kentucky, where we train future K-12 teachers. At Berea College, every student receives a Tuition Promise scholarship that covers 100% of tuition, and through our labor program, students work campus jobs to help offset other expenses. Our model allows most graduates to leave with little or no student loan debt, making Berea a national leader in affordable higher education. However, most students across the country do not have this opportunity. Student loan debt weighs heavily on borrowers, particularly those entering public service professions like teaching, where salaries are low. As a former public school teacher and now teacher educator, I have studied and researched student loan debt. I have published peer-reviewed books and articles on the negative impact that student loan debt has on individuals and our society. I also personally benefited from the Public Student Loan Forgiveness PSLF program, having my student loans forgiven this past year under President Biden's temporary expanded PSLF or TEPSLF program. I'm here to urge the U.S. Department of Education to preserve and strengthen income-driven payment plans and the PSLF program. PSLF was signed into law by a Republican president and has bipartisan legislative support. I'm concerned by data that shows that very few Americans enrolled in the PSLF program have had their student loans forgiven. The U.S. Department of Education should make it easier to recertify employment annually and improve communication with borrowers to make sure they understand eligibility requirements. Vendors like Mohila haven't made this process very easy. Mohila often gave incorrect or misleading advice, leading borrowers to make ineligible payments. Moreover, many borrowers were unaware their loans or repayment plans didn't qualify. We must streamline and safeguard these programs, not make them harder to access. Thank you for your time and for your commitment to improving these critical programs.
Thank you for your comment.
So we just got out of a negotiated rulemaking process, which I was sharing the importance of preserving the Public Student Loan Forgiveness Program. You know, we do all this research, and I'm asking you, you're watching this video, have you ever participated in negotiated rulemaking? Do you even know what it is? Props to SSN, Scholar Strategy Network. They said, hey, Nicholas, we know you do work on student loan debt. There's a negotiated rulemaking, do this. And I just want to walk you through what I did. First, you need to know if there is a negotiated rulemaking session. Some are in person and some are virtual. I just did a virtual one. I had 3 minutes to speak. Your testimony becomes part of the public record. They publish it. Down the road, if there was foul play, so to speak, there can be lawsuits held up on it. So if they do things that are, against research and multiple scholars have said certain things about policies, they can be held liable. This process is the best process of making law and statutes, regulations, and rulemaking. They will post recordings of the session, which is great. As scholars, we have to share that work. I encourage you to share your work.